Yesterday was October 21st, and it was the annual procession of the Black Christ in Portobelo outside of Colon, Panama. There is a lot of different histories or legends about the Black Christ, how it arrived in Panama, and but it is at a church, San Felipe Church in Portobelo. So if you ever go on a tour of Cologne, this is like a required stop where you go in there and you see the Black Christ. And of course, because that area is, very strong in Afro influences, the people, the culture, they really associate the Black Christ with them as a people. And people, look at this gentleman, people do pilgrimages up to the 21st of October to come to the church to take part in the procession. And it's not just the locals, it's also visitors. People have histories out of their families, how the Christ has helped them. I think I read that they had like a big infection. Was it, I don't want to say it was malaria, or it was some kind of a plague that they had, cholera. And the community was really affected, but they went and prayed to the Black Christ, and miraculously the plague, was over. So because of that, there is a strong belief in the Black Christ and its power to heal and to help folks. Of course, remember that Panama is big on its traditions, and apparently this is the Archbishop, not the Archbishop, the Bishop of Cologne. I forgot what the titles are. But Cologne is a beautiful place, Portobelo being close to the city. They have their challenges, but their faith is strong. If you were to do a little bit of research about how the Black Christ landed in Panama, there are different versions, but one version is that the Spanish, they were the colonizers, they were traveling east down to South America, and they decided to make a stop in Portobelo because Portobelo is right there, the fort and the beach and all that. And when they decided to get back on their boat to continue their voyage, it's like the heavens opened, they had a storm. And apparently they tried several times and they could not. Finally, they decided to leave the Black Christ. Well, other versions are like maybe a fisherman found the Christ. But whatever the legend is, they believe that there was a reason why the Black Christ landed on their shores, and they've embraced it. And it wears an iconic purple outfit, and I read that outfit is changed a couple of times a year. I personally love those processions. It's not a parade, because when you call it a procession, it's got some type of a religious tone to it. And having been to the processions in Casco Viejo, I can only imagine how wonderful that is. And I need to really get to Cologne to get to a point where I feel comfortable going through the city and the area. But people, in fact, maybe about a week ago, there was a gentleman who decided to walk from, I forgot where he was coming from, way west, like David. And then he was walking, holding a picture of the Black Christ, and up until Portobelo. Some people see it as a type of pilgrimage. People come to plead for health reasons, for financial reasons, which is something that plagues that cute, beautiful community. So that was, there's so many stories about Panama, but this one is about the Black Christ of Portobelo. So if you ever get a chance, I remember going on one of those Sunday tours with Beep, Charlotte's group, and we did make a stop. In fact, though, they were having service there, so we were not able to really get a free look. but it is a very distinctive picture of the Christ that is black in a predominantly black community. Discovering Panama with Maggie.